what BFG Aerospace does is in the PWC family line with a strong focus on a PD6A and the GD15D engine. BFG core business is supporting the smaller operators, those who don't necessarily operate large fleets and for whom every maintenance decision has a direct financial impact. Over the last few years, we've seen significant market shift. Take, for example, a PT6A-28 engine was sold for around $280,000. 5 years later, it can now reach $575,000. So because of this, every solution BFG provides is tailored to the operator's reality. Factors such as engine type, market condition, cash flow, it all plays a role. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. Personally, I've spent my entire career in aviation, starting in parts sales and making my way up. The passion comes from my family. My father worked for Pratt & Whitney Canada his entire life, so aviation has always been part of my life. So today, the smaller operators, they're being squeezed from both sides, rising costs and limited parts availability. What BFG Aerospace hears constantly from our clients is that the cost pressure and the parts availability are the biggest challenge. Take, for example, a PT6A-67D engine. They're becoming increasingly rare on the market. We recently supported a client in Africa dealing with a metal in the oil issue, and the repair costs, it really escalates quickly. So in situations like these, our team have to focus on, first, either sourcing the right core parts or just focusing on the critical components to help control the overall maintenance. Smarter operators, they don't have the scale to absorb unexpected maintenance. Single engine issues can have significant impact on both operation and cash flow. On top of that, the limited parts availability, the long lead time makes it extremely difficult planning. So everyone is asking the same question: where can we find core engine and how fast can we get it? Two words: creativity and speed. We're highly agile. We move in hours, not weeks, and we focus on finding a solution quickly. A big part of that comes from the global networks that we've built across every continent. Countries like Africa, Europe, Canada, United States, Brazil, India, all over the world. We have operators, we have suppliers, and we have MRO partners that match the needs in real time, whether it's sourcing a core engine or supporting an engine event that is urgent. For example, we had a client in Europe that was needing a pre-3360 PT6A-41 engine. And when we inducted both engines, the cost to repair, to overhaul the engine, was actually more than the entire airframe. So this is where we told the team, all right, let's pause and let's go through a different approach, not the traditional approach. So that's when we started looking, how about we look at airframes? So we started looking at airframes that fits the budget and had the right engine ready to go for the customer. And that's the type of creative thinking that we bring. But beyond sourcing, our goal is simple: keep the operator flying as long as possible. And we achieve that through preventive maintenance. Simple action, just like regular compressor wash, fuel nozzle changes in the right intervals, they can have a significant impact on the engine performance and longevity. So we focus on educating pilots and maintenance teams so they can understand how these actions can directly affect operating costs and engine life. So when I was a young adult, I joined the Canadian Army. And one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is that gender doesn't matter. What matters is the decision you make every day and how confident and accountable you are with those decisions. It's not about who you are, it's about how you perform. Throughout aviation history, we've seen strong female leaders, Maria de la Posta, Olive Ann Beach, and they all have demonstrated that leadership is defined by competence, vision, and consistency. At the end of the day, my approach is simple. You build trust, you make sound decisions, and you lead by example. It's the partnership that we've created with Novas Aero. It reflects a broader vision we have, one that fully embraces the creativity, which is the core of who we are. We acquired aircraft that's been toured for years, giving them a second life. Of course, there's value in the engine and the airframe components, but that's part of our business. But the objective goes beyond that. We're building partnership with the OEM who also needs reliable access to parts. And at the same time, we're pushing this concept a little bit further with recycle. So we're taking material like aluminum and working with local artists to transform it into something new. The goal here is to create opportunities in regions where the jobs are limited, to turn aviation material into art and generate a real economic impact, particularly in countries like Africa. So Novas Aero, we already acquired our first 6 aircraft. So this is no longer just an idea, it's happening. And that's just incredibly exciting. Now the focus is on scaling this initiative and acquiring more aircrafts. So we're not just longer parting out aircraft, we're redefining their life cycles.